You're still breathing. You're still here. But after today, the person you used to be won't exist anymore. This isn't just a phase. This isn't some passing motivation. This is your moment to draw the line and step over it, leaving behind everything that's held you back. Look around you. Everyone's talking about change, shouting it from rooftops, posting it on timelines, hashtagging their intentions. But you're about to do something far more powerful. You're not just changing, you're disappearing. You're becoming unrecognizable. This isn't about small adjustments or tiny improvements. This is about complete reinvention. Life has pushed you around, hasn't it? It's taken its shots, left you doubting, questioning, hesitating. And yet, here you are, still standing. Good. Because the version of you that doubted, the version that hesitated, that's who needs to disappear first. That's the weight you're shedding. Your story isn't etched in stone. It's carved in grit. It's written in sweat, in tears, in the silence of nights spent grinding while the world sleeps. Every ounce of effort, every ounce of sacrifice has brought you here, to this threshold. That old version of you, let them become a ghost, a distant memory of who you used to be. Stop dragging your past around like a chain. Those failures you cling to, they're not trophies. They're lessons. They're not who you are. They're what made you. Each misstep, each heartbreak, each moment you thought you couldn't keep going wasn't meant to shatter you. They were chiseling you down, preparing you to leave behind what no longer serves you. The cracks in your armor weren't failures. They were the pathways for the light to get through. Let those failures fade into the background. Let them fuel the fire that burns the old you away. This isn't the time for half measures. Get locked in right now, this moment. You're not here to make polite conversation about transformation or to toy with the idea of change. You're here to erase, to rebuild, to become unrecognizable. Look around at the noise. Everyone's got their slogans, their resolutions, their surface level aspirations. But actions speak louder than any post, any promise. This is the time for action. This is the time to outwork, outlast, and outgrow every limitation that's ever boxed you in. When others are talking, you'll be working. When others are dreaming, you'll be building. And when they finally see you again, they won't even recognize what's standing in front of them. Failure isn't your enemy. Comfort is. Mediocrity is. That small voice whispering to stay where you are, to stay the same, that's your real opponent. Failure is a tool, a scalpel that cuts away the unnecessary. Every time you stumble, let it strip away another layer of the old you. Let it burn away the doubt, the fear, the excuses. With every setback, remind yourself, this is not the end. This is a sharpening. This is the forging of steel. You're not just weathering the storm, you're becoming something unstoppable because of it. The pain you feel isn't breaking you, it's shaping you. It's making the past version of you disappear. There's going to come a moment when everything screams at you to quit. When your body aches, when your mind begs for rest, when the world tells you it's okay to give up. That's the moment when your transformation begins. That's the moment the old you fades away and the new you takes over. That's when you dig deeper, push harder, and refuse to stop. The old you would have folded. The old you would have surrendered, but not anymore. That person doesn't exist. You're becoming someone who's unrecognizable to failure, to doubt, to the limitations you once believed in. Right now, in this moment, is where it all changes. Not tomorrow, not next week, not when it's convenient. Now. This is the moment when your excuses vanish. This is the moment when your fears dissolve. This is the moment when you decide that your limitations are nothing more than illusions. The past, let it fade into the distance. You are not that person anymore. You are not defined by what you couldn't do or who you used to be. You are becoming someone even you won't recognize. Time is precious. Every breath matters. You don't have time to waste being average. You don't have time to be comfortable. Your purpose isn't to blend in. It's to disappear and re-emerge as someone unstoppable. Be the person who vanished and returned unbreakable. Be the person who disappeared into the grind and came back invincible. Don't settle for fitting in. Stand out. Transformation. Become so far removed from mediocrity that the world doesn't just notice you, it's inspired by you. This is your evolution, your metamorphosis. Don't just change, disappear, shed your old skin, burn your old doubts. Let every failure, every heartbreak, every ounce of pain fuel your transformation. Become someone who makes your past self look like a stranger. True power isn't found in staying the same. True power is found in becoming unrecognizable to anyone who knew your limits. This is your time. Rise. Transformation, disappear, and let your legacy be the ghost of who you used to be.